This is a Fox News weather alert. This is a Fox News weather alert. The big dig is on in the Northeast after the first winter storm of 2014 dumped as much as 2 feet of snow, crippling travel and causing at least 11 deaths. A state of emergency has been declared in New York and New Jersey. And we're going to get an update on the storm's path from Janice Dean at the Weather Center in a minute. And then we're going to talk with Molly Line. She's in South Boston. But first, we're going to go to Eric Bolling outside our building to show us the scene in New York City right now. Eric, is it a little chilly out there?
My goodness, Dane, it's 14 degrees on the thermometer right over there. You guys picked the right sticks. I drew the short one. It's cold out here, but I got some friends in here. Check it out from South Lake, Texas, right?
That's
the
right.
Davises?
Yeah, the Davises of South Lake, Texas. I tell you, I will never trust a 7-day forecast again.
Were you guys stuck here? Are you supposed to be here? What's it like? I mean, you're freezing, right?
Well, we're making the best of a good. We came up to visit some colleges.
Let's hear the guys.
I'm wearing 5 layers of clothes right now, and I still can't feel my toes. I've never experienced anything like it, but I'm enjoying New York City.
These guys watch the 5-2 every day, even the young guys over here. Now we have Chattanooga, Tennessee represented. Can the Chattanooga Railroad run in this?
Oh, no way. We don't have this cold of weather.
Were you expecting this kind of temperature?
I knew it was going to be cold, but not this cold.
Are you stuck here?
No, we leave out on Sunday.
Oh, maybe. Maybe you do. And then we have Dallas, Texas represented, too. Another Texas people. What do you think of the cold?
It's freezing, and I'm wearing 5 layers on my toes, and I had to go back to the hotel and change my shoes.
And you needed more because it was still cold.
Mm-hmm.
14. Have you ever seen 14 degrees before?
Not in Dallas. The most I've seen in Dallas is probably an inch.
What about you, Mom? What's this like?
This is very cold for us. It doesn't get this cold in Dallas, and it's a frigid cold for sure. It's too windy.
Before we go, I got to show Beckel. Can you show Beckel this? It says no liberals, no L, right?
Very funny. That's very good. I hope you guys freeze. Okay.
Actually, that means no L. No L. Get the season. Get it?
I got it. I got it.
These guys are bearing the cold. It is cold out here, guys.
Hey, Eric, is there anybody else out there you can ask how cold it is?
Hey, you guys, can you swing it around? Is it cold out here? What?
Eric, I have a question.
Yeah, what do you got, Dana?
How cold is it?
It's freaking cold, Dana. Watch.
Hey, Eric. Yeah. Eric, go back to that lady from Tennessee, will you? Can you ask her to say something? I'm convinced that's an English accent.
Bob wants to hear about your accent.
What about my accent?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought it sounded British when I first heard it. Do you know it's going to snow there tonight?
Bob thought you were British.
Oh, no. This is good old Southern accent.
What'd you say, Greg?
Okay. I got it.
That's Bob. Bob thought she had an English accent. I win the prize because I said, no, that's a Southern accent.
That was a Southern accent.
They sound so much alike.
Anyway, okay, Kimberly, she's got one.
Yeah, just real quick. What else are they going to do with their time from now till Sunday since the weather's going to be so cold?
Okay, very quickly. Kimberly wants to know what you guys are doing between now and the next couple of days. It's so cold. Are you going to stay inside or go out?
We're trying to head home.
We just got show tickets tonight.
The show tickets?
Oh, we got show tickets, so we're going to go.
Warm inside. What are you doing?
Both out all day tomorrow and tonight.
Good for you. Guys going outside, you can stay in. It's nice and warm.
We're going to stay in tonight, and then my mom's driving the freight train, so we're going to go to outside all day tomorrow.
Statue of Liberty tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get out tomorrow.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to run inside and meet you inside after you talk to Janice Dean and Molly Line for a few minutes.
Is that the fastest 6 minutes in television?
With the most frozen host?
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Eric. We're going to see you back here in just a minute. Let's go now to meteorologist Janice Dean at the Fox Weather Center. Janice, give us an update.
He's so charming outside, isn't he?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the video that we got from yesterday because we received over 2 feet of snow in Massachusetts. In Central Park, we got 6 inches. Hats off to the local meteorologists because I think they really got this one right. Sometimes we really hear it when we get the forecast wrong. But the snow totals were right on, and the temperatures were really frigid. We had wind chills below 0 overnight, blizzard conditions with winds gusting 35 miles per hour from Long Island to coastal Maine. We had school cancellations in a lot of the major cities, and, you know, things are digging out right now, but we have another snowstorm on the way that we're going to continue to track. And I just want to make mention that temperatures in the northern plains and upper Midwest are frigid. We could have one of the coldest NFL games at Green Bay on Sunday. The temperature is going to be around -5, so we will continue to monitor that. Folks are going to go out to Green Bay. -5, but when the wind chill it's going to feel like minus 25, minus 30. So it could go down as one of the top 5 coldest NFL games. The coldest was back in 1967, I think, when it was minus 13 in Green Bay. But here's our next storm system real quick. Blizzard for the northern plains, another Arctic blast. Colder than the last one. So the coldest air of the season we have not seen yet. It is coming, if you can believe it. We could see historic temperatures in Chicago down towards St. Louis and Minneapolis, with temperatures, daytime temperatures in the minus teens on Monday and Tuesday. So a lot of winter to get through. Dana, back to you.
All right, Bob has a question, and then I'm going to get to ask a question.
Okay.
Janice, here's my question. You know, you said people always jump. That's very funny, Gary. People always jump on you guys when you make the wrong forecast. Here's the problem. When you guys say there's a 50-50 chance of rain, you can't miss.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore, really.
Okay,
the 50-50 chance.
I wanted to point that out.
Well, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, and maybe I'll use that in my future forecasts.
Good. All right.
I had one last question, Janice. It's this. Winter storms, they used to just be named by a number, so like the blizzard of 84. Why now do we have names for them? This is Hercules.
We don't, here at the Fox News Center, we don't name the storms. There's only one news organization, which will go unmentioned, that name these storms.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I guess other media outlets are kind of catching on. It is an sort of an advertising ploy, I think. And it's working, obviously.
I admire Fox for not doing it because I think it's ridiculous.
We don't follow that.
Okay. Thank you, Janice. Let's now go to Fox's Molly Line in Quincy, Massachusetts, where it was 20 below this morning. Molly.
She's frozen. She can't
Where
speak.
is she?
She's jumping jacks.
We can't hear Molly.
Oh, my God.
But it sounds like she's saying it's very cold, and there was a lot of snow or something.
I think she was a sign language person. Nelson Mandela said, yeah, that's right. That's what Molly could apply for.
Okay, well, you guys let me know if we get Molly back.
Can I tell you something about Green Bay?
Sure.
So Greta loves the Green Bay Packers, right? The Pack is back, and I love the Niners. So she's like, look, I'm worried about the Niners. I'm very worried about Green Bay now because of the weather. I think that's the bet to take. They're used to playing in it. My poor Niners are not. And I had a weird dream about Steve Young last night. I'll leave it at that.
You know,
former quarterback.
I had a weird dream about Andy Levy, but I don't think it was the same.
Did it involve cats?
No.
What was that game?
What is happening exactly?
What was that game? Remember they call it the Ice Bowl? It was a
frozen tundra.
Yeah, it was.
Can I just be honest with you? I've been to Green Bay. It's cold. There's nothing colder than Soldier Field in Chicago. That is the coldest.
That's the coldest.
It's right on the lake.
Yeah.
Lake Michigan picks up all this Canadian cold air and gets wet. It is the coldest place on the planet, I think.
Can I just bring this into kind of a serious realm here?
Please.
As you know, I'm a big fan of Slate.com, the liberal blog, and I just read that they're going to be doing a think piece on why does snow have to be white? As I am 1/16 Hispanic, winter angers me.
Are you really?
I feel that I'm hit hardest by the snow. And another question about the weather. Why do we say black ice is scarier than the other kinds of ice? What is wrong with our country?
Is this our A block?
Yes, this is. Take a look in the mirror, Kimberly, and ask yourself, why do you hate black ice?
I don't know. I'm Puerto Rican. I love all colors of ice.
There's a reason that we're not in the weather business on this show, is all I can say.
Okay, I have one thing that would be helpful to our viewers,
yes.
Rather than listening to our nonsense, and that is storm survival tips from the Red Cross. Okay, here's the things you need to do. You need to listen to NOAA Weather Radio. You need to bring in all pets. Greg, that includes the ferrets. You need to fill up your vehicle with gas. So, Greg, for your big wheel, make sure you got gas for that. You have to put together a supply kit, so like water and food, things like that. And you keep thermostat at the same temperature. And this one is a very helpful tip. You avoid driving, which I think is very helpful. Now, let me ask you, Eric, if you were to put together an emergency supply kit for a winter storm like this, what would you make sure you wanted to have in that kit?
I know what he'd put in it.
What? Can we don't be mean?
No, it would be just realistic.
Say something like vodka or something like that.
I was going to say vodka for sure.
Oh, no.
Clean
I think, what?
I can bail you out. Do you know how I can bail you out?
Please do.
Because Molly Line is available now to us in Quincy, Massachusetts. Molly, I'm going to read this again. It was 20 below zero this morning. Molly, take it away.
Absolutely. Freezing. It's still actually frigidly cold right now. The sun is down. It's dark. Beautiful. Christmas lit here in the Quincy Center. Behind me, the cars creeping by. Tough commute still out there this evening. Thankfully, a lot of people decided to skip heading into work today. The governor, of course, canceling the government today, closing down the government and asking also private businesses to hold their employees home as well. And part of that is because the temperatures have been so frigidly cold. Tonight, it's expected to get down to -1. The wind chill, as you mentioned, even lower than that in those negative double digits. But the one good benefit of this low temperature is the snow. The snow is super fluffy. It just disappears when you throw it up in the air. And that's making it a little bit easier to handle, which is a good thing, especially when you have nearly 2 feet of snow in those communities north of Massachusetts. And as Janice was saying, we're expecting another cold blast next week. The bright side for this weekend, tomorrow is expected to get up to the 20s, and then on Sunday into the 40s. So we should see some of this melt before we get hit with that next field of cold temperatures. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Molly. We're glad that we could get you here. No, Bob, we have to go.